everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included, everyone's favorite space colony management game. Today, we're picking up where we left off the last time, and we're working on our metal refinery setup that we're going to be putting in. That's going to be making a big steam chamber, and we're going to be recycling that stuff and capturing that heat in the whole grand scheme of things. It's going to be really nice. So let's go ahead. We got this outer wall put in. We're just gonna queue this all up and let them go to town. I think this all looks really nice. We'll get this whole thing emptied out and ready to go. And then we can start planning the rest of it. I think this is all going to come together quite nicely at the end of the day. We've built something like this in the past, and we really, really enjoy it. I think I went back and looked at the end of the video last time. We were going ahead and sweeping this out, so now we can close this thing off, and actually that's wrong. Let's put in an airflow tile. All right, so we'll get this all sorted out, and we were also putting in a little storage here for our polluted dirt. So we're just gonna dump polluted dirt in this pit here, you know? I think that that's totally fine. We'll chuck it in here. All this water can get off the floor, as a matter of fact. Let's get this all cleaned up if we can. And I suppose it could stay there, but honestly, I just hate having water on the floor. It impacts things, it impacts how gases flow and stuff like that, so let's get it out of here. They can dig all this out of here. It's gonna take forever to get that done. And more importantly, we're also trying to get this stuff out of here. Let's take some pressure off of our duplicants. What we wanna do is set up this conveyor rail system that's gonna pick up food, at least out of this room, because I don't want this polluted oxygen in here, if I'm honest. We're gonna go ahead and start. Can we? Can I? I'm gonna stick this here. I'm gonna put a deodorizer in here, and we're gonna try to get some of this polluted oxygen back out of here, because that's not annoying at all. Eventually, you know, this isn't gonna be a very productive deodorizer, but who cares? It can sit there, it can do what it does, and we'll all be happy for it. Okay, anyways, we have a lot to do today, right? We're working on putting in a huge line for power to run to our metal refineries. And we have a meeting on if we're voting Ace Cow off the island going on right now. Ace Cow is defending himself. He says that he can give algae to Kit and Marine for safe harbor, and it sounds like that worked because he went to bed. Okay, good. Well, Ace Cow is safe today. Excellent. All right. This is all looking really good. Man, I'm really excited about this. We have a lot going on, so it'd be nice if we could just get like a couple of little tiny things done, and then everybody else will just focus on all of this work that has to happen. This is a lot that we have to do. But I think all in all, we're gonna be for the better off for it, because I don't know, we just have like, we need all of this critical infrastructure in here to work on some of the other projects that we're gonna be working on throughout this playthrough. So let's go ahead and fix this. I guess, forgot to put joint plates in here. So we'll go ahead and put those in. All the rest of this is looking really good. And they're starting to put in all the conveyor rail work, which is great. We do have, side note, we do have a Metatronics engineer, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, RTV, he is doing stuff, working it out, building all the things. Cool. Okay, well, I'm really excited that we're starting to get these things. Hopefully, if we can continue down this path, we will end up getting a glossy Dreco here soon. So that's exciting. And let's see if we can get this put in so that way we have a place to dump polluted dirt. That's the bigger thing. Polluted dirt, rot piles. I think we'll stick those over there as well. Polluted dirt, rot piles, anything else that can off-gas polluted gas. Looks like we forgot to configure this critter egg dropper down here. We're gonna go ahead and just stick these larva eggs in the bottom. We can relocate them at a later point in time, but this will give us a crude oil supply, a little bit anyway, nearby the base. So that's exciting. Let's set this to sweep only, and maybe we can get this stuff all swept out of here. That can all go. Anything else? You know, I very often think maybe we should just be putting a auto sweeper around the printing pod. The amount of debris that we're constantly having to say, hey, come sweep this out of here is always substantial. So maybe we'll do that at some point in time on this playthrough. And we'll just have to see. Oh, let's go ahead and check our priorities. Our Metatronics engineer, are you prioritizing doing Metatronics? No. Operating. Supplying. Storing, digging, farming, building. We want you to focus on building, cooking. Wait, what is his skills? That's a really like weird layout that we have. He is good at cooking, good at mechanical, Metatronics engineering, cooking. Why is he set up to dig? Did we make a faux pas at some point in time? Building. Oh, he's not. But he's passionate about it. That's interesting. Okay, cool. And we'll set him up to do supply and storing. Because, I mean, honestly, everyone should be doing supply and storing. No, it's not just anybody's one job. Let's get them, everybody focusing on that. And same thing. Any new duplicant that we bring to the base, let's make sure that they're supplying, they're storing, and they're tidying. All right, we want everybody doing this stuff. We want clean floors. We want a clean bathroom. We don't want anybody sleeping in pee any more than we have to. I mean, that goes without saying. I mean, Kit, though. I mean, gross. We know. Kit, where are you? We know that you like to sleep in pee. You're probably sleeping in pee right now. Let's be honest. Oh, there you go. Oh, you're carrying regular water. Oh, that's good. Are you gonna go take a shower, you filthy animal? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Cool. Well, let's see here. Let's get this water out of here. Well, I thought we were trying so hard not to get water in here. That's too bad. Oh, I see what's going on. It's because we never dug this out. Here, let's open this hallway up a little bit. Let's open this hallway up a little bit, and then we can mop this. This is gonna all get cleaned up. Hopefully we can get that put in. And then this is coming along beautifully. Holy cow. Nice work, everyone. Okay, so if we're gonna go this route, we'll go ahead and like just queue this up as well. Get this work done. What we're gonna wanna do is we need to get this whole section put in. We're trying to contain this chlorine as best we can. I honestly don't think it's going to work all that well. We're gonna have to handhold this pretty much. Like, as we work on it, we're gonna have to do this one at a time. We'll try to contain as much of this chlorine as possible, at least until we can start pumping it into some sort of infinite gas storage, and keeping it for various projects. But all of the rest of this can get done. This can all get done, this can all get taken out, that can all get built. All right, we'll get everybody on the job. Everybody build something. You know, that's what we're looking for. Almost, side note, they almost got this whole thing put in. Yeah, and our Metatronics engineer. That's super exciting. Hopefully he stays in here and keeps doing work. Where is he? He's taking a shower. What's he doing now? He's building the conveyor rail. He's storing some sand, it looks like. Or he's doing something with it, who knows? We've got this being dug out, great, so we can clean this hot mess up. I like how there's all this debris around the storage. Like, couldn't you just drop it in the bin in the spot right there? That would have been great. Oh, they're trying so hard, you know. It's really the simple things. Let's see if we can't get these deodorizers up and running, because apparently they never delivered sand to any of them. All right, excellent, 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 excellent. Well, that's just a lot of work. I might actually like pause and let them get this work done, guys. I don't know if it's all very entertaining to sit here and watch them do this massive infrastructure job. So I might edit this, just fair warning if it jumps ahead. But we'll get all this in. Hopefully they don't bury themselves. Interesting that he chose to get that piece of copper. Of all of the copper that you could have gone and gotten, you went and did that one. See, okay. This is starting to warm up. So this is starting to warm up. This might be a problem in the future. This is our cooling, mock cooling system for our O2 system. And it looks like we're sending a fair amount of fluid in here. How much is just sitting here? What is the temperature on the far side here? 21 degrees. So we're saying if it's above 20 degrees. I wonder if we added some additional heat into the base. Yeah, we probably did. This over here is probably pushing slowly over this direction. Okay, well that's fine. We'll get it out of here. Try to get all this out of here. And okay, look at this. We have our Metatronics engineering up and running. So let's get consumables. Anything consumable, any cooking ingredients. Anything that is edible. We'll get that all picked up off the floor. Hopefully that stops the meal lice from rotting. And this muck root. And then we can do a big old fashioned sweep job to get the stuff out of here. We still do not have storage for, how? Look at this, we do. For our polluted dirt. Let's get that chucked in here. Organics. Polluted dirt, rock piles. That's slime storage, so we'll let slime sit in it. We'll just throw everything else on the ground. I think that's okay. Set this up to be a sweep only thing. What else don't we have storage for? A Drecklet egg. Well, that's kind of weird, but okay. That can just stay in there. And we'll see if we can't get this cleaned out of here while we're focusing on some of this. Dreckles are, how filthy they are. Look at how filthy these guys are. They're just pooping everywhere. Listen. It's gross. All right, anything else? Well, it looks like they're putting in all the power. That's nice. And we're starting to get all this put in. Heck yeah. Okay, well, I mean, honestly, this is the project for today. Let's see how much of this we can get built. And I guess we're gonna need to prioritize all the digging as well. Let's see if we can't get that put in. And well, this can get dug out as well. We're gonna have to dig all of these things minimally. You can always wait on the other side. It's not like super critical. And we'll see about getting all of this. We're gonna have to dig this tile out. This can go. I'm really tempted just to let this chlorine go. Where would it go? It would end up down here, floating in between this carbon dioxide and polluted oxygen. And that'd probably end up over on this side, which might end up in there. But we do have a water lot going into our base, so maybe this is not that big of a deal. In other news, let's see if we can't add a couple of additional atmosuits, right? We're going to be adding more people into the base. It's probably good form to just start preparing for that. So we can start building those. We're not going to do it until we have a more consistent and reliable food source, but we'll get that up. And I'm not going to put the smart storage bin. We want to set these up all as minimally as gold if we can. So we're going to have to go, have to wrestle space, and hopefully nobody dies in space again. Oh God. R.I.P. Mighty Stoosh, we love you. Okay. Cool. Well, I guess we're just waiting now. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let this run, and we're gonna jump forward a little bit. All right, we're gonna see if we can't let these guys catch up. If anything big happens, I will jump right back. Okay. All right, everyone, welcome back. We're about 5 minutes in real time, a little bit farther ahead. We'll try this out. I don't know if we want to do this. I don't know how I feel about not showing the progress of everything. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. But anyways, we have just a tremendous amount of infrastructure work that needs to get done. And a lot of it just involves digging and planning and getting all this stuff done. And so we kind of know what we want. It's just a matter now of letting everybody do the work. you know, that's the big thing. I will say though, once we adjusted our priorities for sweeping and stuff like that, check this out, gang. Everybody came up here and swept this out. So our Dreco farm is looking really healthy right now. I think we're just gonna leave the phosphorite on the ground. I'm not really sure what we want to do about that, but we'll leave the phosphorite on the ground, but the food's gone. That's the most important thing because our new auto sweepers are doing exactly what we want them to do. The other thing too is I'm tired of looking at this after sitting here for a little while. I'm tired of looking at all this work that needs to get done. So hopefully we can get that done. And then two, I see that this hatch, sneaky hatch, let's get him out of here. He's sitting up here just eating all this food and stuff. So let's get this hatch out of here. As a matter of fact, we're gonna murder him. Let's see if we can't get them out of there. Okay, cool. You know what? I hate to put this in. It's fine, we'll just take it out, if I'm honest. I really wanted to move this at some point in the future, and I did not want to commit to this Mealwood farm. But we could leave it here for right now, you know? And then we'll just, we'll pick it up and move it later, you know? It's not that big of a deal. At least we don't have food rotting, and it'll give us a little bit more of a buffer. Since we already have this food rail here, you know what I mean? Like we can just chuck this in here, and then we'll make we'll move this in. We're not gonna use Mealwood long term. We'll end up probably just feeding it to hatches or something at some point in the future. So, but that's okay. That can get all done. I mean, we already have the infrastructure here, so let's go ahead and do that. And then we're not wasting that stuff. How are we doing on power on this floor, by the way? We have 10 watts. Okay. Let's go ahead and hook this up. And same thing for this. I suppose we're gonna face these things around the other way. Can we do that real quick? Here, hold on. Let's do this instead. Oh, then we're not running. There we go. I mean, we're running something, right? It's either gonna be the conveyor rail or it's gonna be the power. We could have put them horizontal, I guess, but that's not nearly as entertaining. Okay, do all the construction. Get all this put in. All that can go. All of this can go. Great. So I guess the real question is how are we gonna run power to this floor? Because apparently we really have no way to run it through the floor because of our shower. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just borrow this right here. Also, I think a couple of things I want to do is let's go ahead and stick 2 airflow tiles in here just to make sure that the base keeps flowing oxygen where we want it. Okay. Cool. All that can get done. And then we'll do a big sweep job in these Mealwood farms and get all this crap out of here. Like we got seeds in here, we got everything else. We could just sweep the seeds up. Is it gonna hurt us at all if we just sweep the seeds into, oh, it looks like we already are. Check that out. Oh, nosh beans. Wait, what? Why? Did I pick the wrong thing? Mealwood seed. That's weird. Why was nosh beans selected here? All edibles. All cooking ingredients. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Cool. Well, this is all looking great. We got quite a few different jobs going on here. So hopefully we can get some more of this work done. Coming along quite nice. We have all this power being put in, looks like. Which then all we need to do is then get the Metatronics engineer to build all of the different automation machinery and all of the conveyor rail. So that way we can actually get all this stuff swept out of here. And we'll let it run for a while. Once it gets hooked up, we'll let it run for a while and make sure that all the food and everything gets taken out, and then once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and run a big sweep job through here. They can do that. This is looking really great. Okay, Oh, what else do we have going on here? We've gotten a lot of this work done, which is nice. So all of the rock crushers and all of the things for this heavy watt wire are getting put in, and it's starting to dig out over into here. It doesn't look like they've really turned their attention to this section, but maybe that's because maybe that's because they can't really, well, they could go around, I guess, but they can't path through there, that's for sure. Let's get that out of there. All right, our diggers are working. Why is Shade Tree injured? I wonder what happened to him. All right, we'll keep plowing our way through here. And then once we start getting these blocks put in right here, we'll definitely try to contain some of this chlorine so it's not everywhere. Speaking of things, I'm still waiting for the time that we're going to bump into wherever this geoactive area of the map is. We know it's here. It's only a matter of time before we find it. Also, I guess technically this is, maybe we don't want to do this because wouldn't they undock a suit into this? Here, let's unhook it from the row so that way. Let's make sure nobody actually delivers. Well, we won't set up deliver suit, right? Yeah, dang it. Nah, we'll leave it here. It's fine. If a suit ends up over here, we might need to do something about that. But it should go in like kind of like first come first serve. So if we only have 8 suits, we should be fine, in theory. All right, all this is looking good. All of this is looking good. We just have like, if we can get in here and dig this stuff out, that'd be great. We'll have to do a really big sweep job at some point. Let's focus on getting power up here, first and foremost. And while we're here, let's go ahead and start planning the piping. We can start working on that a little bit. What we want to do is, let's see here. How do we want to do this? What we want to do is we want to run the cooling fluid out of the metal refineries. Let's go ahead and make sure that they have, whatever the one is on the right has priority. We'll let that go in first. We could let it merge and things like that. I'm not going to. We're going to use bridge priority, or I guess output put priority to work, to do the work for us. And then how do we want to deliver fluids to these? We'll definitely bring it in through the floor up here. The real question that I have is do we really want to, manage how fluid is coming back into these? Because I can say right now that the playthrough that we're playing on, we're running into some issues, right? Where once well, I don't think we're gonna put the glass forge in here this time around. And that was the thing, the wild card that we had tried. We put a glass forge through here as well and was cooling glass on a conveyor rail. And that actually held the temperature long enough that the fluid wasn't flowing back into the metal refineries. So we were running out of fluids. I think maybe we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, and we're just gonna let the ports do the work for us. Or we could force it. We could force it. We could say fill right to left. Why don't we do that? Why don't we say we'll always put priority on the steel side of things? Why don't we actually do that? That might be nice. We'll give priority to steel, and then we'll overflow into all the rest. I totally took the wrong ones out here. All right, so let's go and do that. We'll give priority to steel. Let's make sure that the bridge takes priority, and then we're gonna overflow into all these refineries. So steel, which will be on the right-hand side, is always going to have everything that it needs at all times. And then iron would be next, and then gold, and then copper's last, because we don't care about copper. Okay. That's cool, but we're gonna have copper, because, you know, we might need it. And then this pipe is gonna run down this wall, it's gonna run down into here, and at some point we'll hook it up into the tanks and everything that we're gonna have built. It's gonna do that work. Look at this, we've almost got it all built. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. So that's the first part of the equation, and we might end up getting water, which we should lower. We should lower this water. Maybe we'll just build a couple of tiles right here just to make sure. I'm a little nervous about this. Let's put a couple of tiles here just to make sure that that this water doesn't come through here. Are we gonna end up overpressurizing this? Ooh, we might actually. All right, fine. we'll go ahead and lower this a little bit. If we put the tile in, it might cause us. So we're almost at 1,000 kilograms per tile. So let's try not to overpressurize that. Okay, so that'll be all of the plumbing. That's exciting. And our power is being expanded and put in, so that's exciting. And we missed. Oh, we're gonna need a ladder because this is 5 tall. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and put a ladder here, and then we can reach up and put this little piece of heavy wire in. So that'll be nice. And then we want these tiles to get put in first, and then we'll. Oh, that's not gonna work. Maybe what we can do is we'll prioritize putting this top in. I think what's gonna end up happening is that this, as soon as we open this up, this chlorine's gonna fall in the map. I think it's gonna come right down this hallway here, which is a super bummer. Maybe what we should do is really have them focus on this left side of the map first. We'll focus on this, and so if it does bleed out and end up down, it'll end up over here, and hopefully it won't necessarily end up on this side. It's not that big of a deal if it does, but it would be nice if we could kind of isolate it. It's gonna work its way over there anyway, let's be honest. So, oh god. Well, so much for that idea. Nothing like a good old-fashioned mistake. Well, let's see if we can't put these tiles in right here. I think it's all gonna leak out. That's fine though. It can come down here, it can fall into this biome and cool down / warm up this biome. Might be kind of nice. And we'll keep on this little project here. They're already putting this piping in, that's amazing. Our Metatronics engineer is doing work. So does that mean this is built? Oh, perfect. Okay, so copy these settings. Let's get all this food off the ground, gang. We'll start shipping that all down, and we can get all the seeds off the ground. And then we just need to do a big sweep job. And then hopefully, we're not gonna be wasting food all the time. No harvest pending, what? What is... Does this accidentally enable auto harvest? How did we accidentally disable auto harvest on those plants? Maybe we messed it up. Okay. Let's go ahead, sweep all this out of here while we're at it. That can all get done. We'll get all those cleaning jobs done. We're gonna have a clean Mealwood farm? Are you kidding me? This never happens. I never do this. That's hilarious. I never do this with a Mealwood farm. Okay, well, cool. We did something fun and new today. I mean, we automate a lot of stuff, but we definitely don't do it with a Mealwood farm. So that's kind of funny, actually. All right. Well, so everyone's probably taking a snooze. We'll let them clean up the bays. They're gonna focus on that for a little bit. And then, is this dirt by chance? It's sandstone. Okay, get that out of there. Get that out of there as well. We'll get all this cleaned up. And then we'll keep working on everything up above. I think this is nice. You know, it's nice to have a clean base. I have to admit. It'd be nice too. How much mealwood do we have? Side note. We have 23 plants. So 4. Yeah, we can support 9 dupes on this. Like each plant's about, I think every duplicate needs about 5 plants if I remember right, something like that. So, and then we have these extra ones up here, I guess if we do end up harvesting these. So there is that. Yeah, maybe we'll bring another duplicate. I would like to find an artist if possible. Somebody that we can count on to build fancy paintings and things like that. Oh, we have one. God dang it. Sandligan, let's get you a different hat. Here. Enjoy your artist work. Well, now, if that's the case, geez. let's start putting in some artwork in our Great Hall minimally. And we'll put some paintings and things and some plants and stuff in here. This is an abstract. Let's get these ghetto sculptures out of here. We'll go ahead and tear those down. And then we'll start putting the new stuff in. And then eventually we'll come back in here with like the arrow pots or whatever. The glass hanging pots. We'll go ahead and stick those in at some point too whenever we get glass. And it looks like we haven't even researched them. I'm not gonna put regular hanging pots in. And we'll put in some granite sculptures while we're at it. Look at this. Okay, so let's get these all situated. Our artist can go ahead and do that. That's exciting. We'll get some of this extra material and stuff that's in here swept out of here. I think this is hilarious. I never have a clean Mealwood farm. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, and what else do we want to get done? We'll have to keep an eye on this up here. This is 24 degrees and climbing, so we might need to change our loop around and run it through a cold biome at some point. We do have this area up here. It's negative 30 degrees. Also, we might be able to just maybe have a pip plant a wheezewort or something in here as well. It might, although wild wheezeworts are not very productive. But it would get us started anyway. Okay, well. We'll go ahead and let them work on this. This is all looking really good. I think that really soon here, we're gonna be up on the side. We're gonna keep working that out, digging all those different projects out. And eventually we'll get all of this work put in. And that'll be super dandy. Should we put it in our scheduling pixel pack thing that we had before so we knew? I liked that day that we built that. It was like over the top of the atmosphere, so we could just glance at it to know where we were in the day. It required a bit of automation, but it was kind of fun. Definitely, I think we should build a power meter again. That was exciting. All right, all this is looking great, man. Okay, well, while we're working on this, we'll keep having them chuck this stuff out here. We need power up into this area. I'm debating on how I want to do this. So we're basically having power on both sides of the base at this point in time. So maybe we will run a vertical power spline on the right-hand side to complement this one. And then we can cut the base in half and have this side deal with power over here and this side over here. I don't know if we really need to get to that point. Maybe we'll just let this go up to space, depending on how we're gonna go. We could go up to space right here. We have a clean shot. But I would like to just run a vertical right here and then keep this right there. I think that'll be fine. We're gonna have to run a lot of heavy power up here anyway. The gravitas building in space is kind of on the center right of the map, it looks like. So maybe we want to build rockets on the left side of the map this time around. Just things to think about. Things to think about. All right, excellent. So this whole project, let's see if we can't figure out some of this, right? We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna just make some markers here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so if the fluid is coming up here, let's keep the hot stuff near the turbine. We're gonna be bringing new material in. Right, we're gonna be bringing more stuff in, which means that we're gonna need at least a bridge here. We wanna allow anything coming out of the metal refinery, which is going to be where it's coming out. I guess it's gonna be coming in right here. So this is gonna come down like this. Or is that how we're gonna run this? Oh, please don't put that in. That's not, we don't actually want you to build this quite yet. Okay, something like that. So our loop is gonna run this way in the steam chamber. So we're gonna have all the stuff coming out of the metal refinery. It's gonna come down here. It's gonna flow into the steam chamber. We will give it priority. We do not want this pipe to back up. This can back up fine because we'll have a tank that's going to account for that. And then the loop can continue. All right, so that means that we'll go. It's going to come across. It's going to go this way. 3, 4, 5. Dang, that's not going to work. Okay. Can we see about doing it a little bit different? Can we go? It would be ideal if we flipped the bridges around and ran it the other way around so that it exited and entered on the same side. Because then, yeah, maybe we should do that. Let's flip all these around. We want this to end like in here. We want this to come across. Something like this. And we just made this out of gold too. Oh god, that's terrible. Okay, don't do that. Don't build this out of gold. Hold on. Let's try that again. This time with iron real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, we wanted to basically do one of these jobs. Except for not quite like that. And then we'll bring the material in right here. Okay. So that means that we gotta flip this around here real fast. But that's not a difficult ask. So bring it down here. We will let it flow. There we go. This is what we're looking for right here. Okay, so it can go this way and then zigzag its way back down. Cool. We need to flip these bridges around. Let's go ahead and we need to just take some of this plumbing out real fast. We need to take, let's see here. This one needs to come out. This one needs to come out. This one needs to come out. And then these tiles need to come out as well so that we can put the bridges in there. Okay. Let's see if we can't get this done. And then, yeah, they can build all this out. If they build this, cool. I really want them to focus over here though. Look at this. We're working our way up. This is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. Shade tree's on the job. He's digging up through the granite. He's master digger extraordinaire. And then all these other guys, really, they must not have much else to do. They're really focusing on putting in all of this radiant pipe. Oh my god. We're still not gonna be able to spin this up soon. We're gonna need to do some additional, oh god, we forgot one critical thing, gang. We need to put an input port for the steam turbines in here somewhere. Should we just dump it out in the corner over here? Where are we gonna have aqua tuners? We're gonna have aqua tuners here, right? So here, let's not have them put this one in. We're gonna need a liquid vent in here and a bridge. That works for me. And then the steam turbines can vent right back in here. We'll put an aqua tuner right here so that way if, you know, this room gets cold, the aqua tuner can help heat it up a little bit again. But this is pretty close to what we're looking for. Pretty close. And then that can go there. Yeah, that's perfect. This is almost exactly what we want. We could run this a little bit taller. I think I'm gonna leave this open because we're gonna run a lot of piping through here. And every time we've done this and we've gone lower, we always end up moving all of this. So let's just leave it the way it is. We'll make some adjustments as necessary and we'll go from there. This is wonderful. All right, gang. Well, I think that is a good spot to stop for today. I would just like to say a big shout out to all my subscribers and the people who donate to the channel and the stream. Without you, wouldn't be able to do this. If you're enjoying this series, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be notified of future videos. And man, have a great rest of your day. We're gonna be finishing our metal refinery next episode, and we need to manufacture some temp steel. But other than that, I think we're good. Bye, guys.